Hey guys, we are here playing Power Shutdown combo against Wizard, and this is a slightly different one than before. This one has no efficiency committees, it has food and vanity projects. You're scoring 2 agendas to win, which is kind of nice because you have lower density in your deck. You're only playing, I think, 6 agendas. You got 3 vanities, 2 foods, and you got a random Project Vitruvius. So what that does is it gives you more deck slots to run like restructure. Normally you wouldn't really have space for restructure. You can get rid of the Kaguyas because you're just going to use a bunch of shipment from Sands. Let's cover R&D with this Ichi, I think. So the Ichi and R&D is good because we don't really care about single accesses that much. There's not much you can trash in our deck. We really just want to stop medium from rampaging too much. So no wild side coming out early. Pretty happy to see that. Throwing potentially good. Not really sure if we're going to use it or not. It is good for stopping siphons, is the main reason that I have it in here. Put it on your HQ and then they just cannot come in with siphon, or even like Wonton if they had that. But Wizard usually not much in the way of HQ punishment. Yeah, we should kill this. We'll get a trace on him as well for $1. So this is nice to get rid of the data sucker before we start getting a bunch of tokens. Can still play our restructure. Not going to boost the trace. No real benefit. He can make more money than we can. Gonna get a Jackson? Yeah. Oh well. So now we can run through for $1 each time. Don't know if he would. Man, 4. Oh, this is not the standard Wizard deck then. This is me playing regular breakers. Interesting. So we can play the Wall of Static, we can play the Victor. I think the Victor is a little better. It's a punishing face check. Same strength. And not super worried about Yogg, though it seems like he probably does have a Yogg if he's playing the Atman. So this is not going to be good on the Central. Maybe we can play it on the remote if we happen to need to make a remote play. Like sometimes I will just put out a Jackson if I have an extra one and just draw with it. Or even ice it up if you need to. Because late game, if they don't run at all, you can't power shut down, and you have to just either build up or you can try to score in a remote. It's just pretty difficult. So lucky access here gets our food. Not a huge problem. So here's a case where we have a spare Jackson. We can probably ice this up with the Wall of Static and be pretty happy about it, or the Turing. For $1 more, I'm going to play the Turing here. We can keep this in case he parasites one of these ice and we need to replace it. And if your Jackson can live out here, it both saves you an install, which usually doesn't matter, but it can matter with like Clot. And the other thing it does lets you just power draw like 6 a turn until he kills it. So yeah, let's power draw. We can go to 13 and discard 2 cards. No, we'll just crack a green level. So this phase of the game, he's kind of worried to run in case we can combo. Okay, now he's in our HQ. So luckily we've saved this wall of static to cover our Victor, which is now pretty worthless. So we've got no way to trash that Yogg. The Viper gets eaten by the admin for $2, so not that exciting. Or if he gets a sucker out, he can go through it for free. So the wall of static is our best bet here. If we power draw, well, we still can. We might get a better ice. We don't. So we'll just play the wall of static. HQ, 13 and 13. Yeah, I'll play the hedge. Now we can res this and still be on 14, which not really have to combo. Yeah, obviously no res there. If he does pay 3 through this Ichi, that's fine. Yeah, we can afford to give up access as a single for $3. We do have a bunch of vanities in our R&D, so that's a concern. Knowing that there's still 4 in these cards means we need to defend R&D a little more than we would otherwise. If they're already in your hand, you can just abandon R&D, essentially. So can we combo here with 17? No, we need the Vanity in our hand. We need to have things to Muse Mirror Morph on. So you need to have 3 things in your hand to Mirror Morph with, which we don't have. So power draw. Now it's too late, we send a click. So power draw again. And we don't want the Shimmin in our hand, so we're going to power draw again. We also don't want the interns in our hand. So it's good to not take too much money, because then you can't easily discard. Okay, fair. Can he clot? He cannot make clots, so we should be good to go next turn if I can properly execute this. It's really tough for these wizard decks to do much besides just try to plunder R&D. Our deck has got hardly any trash balls in it. There's just the 3 Jacksons and a CVS. So he doesn't get much miles out of his ability at all. He should probably have tried to take this down. But he knows the Admin would not break it. The Yogg would not break it. He needs a David. Pretty much exactly. He could have run and spent 3 clicks. But I think he let us draw too many cards. So we have drawn Shipment. And that's not ideal. But I think since we won't need a clot, we can probably do it. Yeah, I think we can do it. So let's go for it. Yeah, this should work. And we need to shuffle in a Mirror Morph, a Shipment, and we need a Biotic to keep our clicks up. So we'll play the Diagnostics. The Mirror Morph is going to get our 3 targets that we have, which, oh, we don't have 3 targets. Okay, that's not good. I thought this was a food. It's not a food. Awkward. That is awkward. So this does nothing for us at all. We're going to just have to install a random Cyber Deck, so what do we need? Okay. So we need like interns in the second pile, Shipment, Shipment. Ooh. Oh yeah, I think I'm short here. Yeah, we booched it. All right, this happens sometimes. So the line would have been shipment. Shipment. Where's my other shipment at? Am I just totally blind here? Oh, there it is. So we need a Jackson. Now we need to get our other diagnostics out, which is kind of the step we're missing here. If we do biotic, oh, are we there? I think we might be there actually. Intern, shipment. And we crack this. I think the Jackson being in there in the end might have saved us. We can get our food. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, because we had this in, we didn't need to install it. The first Jackson we had it in, so we're good to go. And we had our Cyberdex out as well, so we would have beat Clot in this case. So exactly enough credits. Things were a little bit dicey there, but you got to play shipment 5 times in there, and that's how you can get it done. And you do a manual advance for the 6th click. So I hope that made sense. If you're not sure how the combo works, this is different than the efficiency committee combo that used like Kaguyas just to advance 2 agendas at once. In this combo, you're going to advance your Vanity. You can score it, and then that lets you get around Leela, which is nice. Because you can put the food in with interns after you score the Vanity project. And this one is a little easier to think about. You just put a bunch of shipments on your agendas. Because each one is 2 tokens for 1 click. So you play this 5 times, you've got, 6 in your Vanity, 4 more in your food, and you got to use your biotic from your hand to advance. And that's how it works. It's a pretty good deck right now. Noise is definitely the worst matchup, but you can beat Clot without too much trouble. It costs a little bit extra money to get this CVS out here. You need to have CVS in hand most of the time too, which can be difficult. But you can beat Clot, you can beat these kind of decks that grind you out. He didn't get his wild side, but even if he had, I don't think he would have got that far. He would have had to steal a Vanity and another agenda to win. And that's a really tough call, and there's only 6 in the deck. So thanks for watching, guys.